Today, I'll be answering all of your questions that you guys submitted on the Discord and in comments. I'll be going over a variety of topics, including my recent selling out of Intel, my thesis for selling out of Intel, and so much more. And of course, I'll be providing a channel update. And the only thing worse than dividend cuts is the fact that only 25% of you guys are subscribed right now. Guys, we're literally halfway to my goal already of 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. So if you haven't already, it would really mean a lot if you could subscribe. And of course, if you want to submit a question next time, make sure to join the Discord, link in the description. And of course, roll the 500 subscriber intro.
I say, I'm already halfway there! Halfway there! Halfway there!
Hello, I like money.
Our first set of questions comes from a longtime viewer, Joe Johnson. Thank you, Joe. First, he asks, what is your plan with Intel stock? Now, if you're on the Discord or you saw the short that I posted yesterday, you know that I sold all my Intel. I sold at a pretty big loss too, so obviously I'm not too happy about that. Unlike Jeremy or Meet Kevin, I actually show my losses. I was down 40% overall in the entire position, and I lost about $100. Definitely could have been worse in my opinion. I used that Intel money to buy a stock that I think very highly of, and that I've been wanting to add more to my portfolio, but unfortunately you're going to have to wait to the portfolio update next week. Aww. If you watch my video, link in the description, my top 10 stocks by portfolio weight, I think you'll be able to guess which one it is. Link to that is in the description, of course. Initially, I saw the cut and I was really tempted to hold on to it because I thought there is still some upside with it long term, and I still do think that. But looking historically at stocks that have cut their dividend, like AT&T, there is still some more downturn that I think there will be with Intel. I think there is a good chance they do fall to 15, and I'm just straight up not willing to hold through a potential bear market right now when there could be other buying opportunities. I did get $130 in capital though, so that was nice to spend. I do think what I bought with my Intel capital will make up long term with the gains that I lost. So where did I mess up on my investing thesis on Intel? To start off, I didn't understand how much capital expenditures was required for semiconductor stocks. Second, I didn't realize the bear case whatsoever when I first bought Intel and only realized the bull case, and I was blinded by the big bear case risks. 3, I bought a comeback stock. Now, a comeback stock is kind of a definition that I've been making up the last couple weeks, but it's true. These are companies and businesses that are past their glory years and are in fighting back mode. And in my opinion, most of the time, these comeback stocks fail. From now on, I'm not going to be buying more comeback stocks like Intel and AT&T, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think I also got out of AT&T at a really good time, but Intel I did not. There is a very real possibility that this stock does go up and that it doesn't go up as well. I'd rather just have my money compound with the amazing company that I bought with my Intel money. Moving on from Intel, he asked, do you think your goal of being monetized by the end of the year is still possible? My shorts content has been so clutch for my subscriber growth recently. The only thing that I'm a tiny bit concerned about is watch hours. Currently, I'm just sitting about over 1,000 watch hours on my channel. So I need to keep grinding, keep putting out stuff so YouTube eventually pushes one of my videos and I can get a ton of watch hours on that. All I'm looking for is consistent growth right now. I don't want to have like one video get like 10,000 views and the next one gets like 90. As Munger says with net worth, the first 100,000's a bitch. I think the first 1,000 for me is right now being a bitch. What are you going to do at the end of the day? But when we hit 1,000, it will be very nice, and when we get monetized, it'll be awesome. And lastly, he asks, what stocks do you avoid in general? Right now, I'm avoiding small cap stocks. If a company doesn't pay me a dividend, it has to be really good, like Berkshire Hathaway. Stocks that are in a rebuilding or comeback phase, as I mentioned earlier, like Intel, AT&T, etc. And frankly, companies that I think aren't the best of their industries and don't have consistent profits, those are the stocks that I'm avoiding right now. Thank you for your questions, Joe. Next, Steve from Cars Simplified. He has a very good channel. I'd recommend you check it out if you're into cars. Ask, what is the riskiest stock or ETF in your portfolio? And easily I could say Intel, but I'm not. Well, I can't say Intel now because it's out of my portfolio. I've had a lot that have bared on more risk in the last year. I could say the easy one also here, Tattooed Chef, but I mean, what risk is there anymore? It's already down to 0. The risk is already gone. I'm going to go with a bit of a shocker here, but I'm going to say 3M. I've lost a lot of money on 3M. And I think they're priced in right now with the risks that is bared with their business right now with all the lawsuits, etc. I am hopeful that they can get past this lawsuit, but it obviously isn't looking too good right now. But the price is being factored in for that. Next, we have a question from Joshua, and he asked, any stocks that you regret not buying in earlier? I'll list a few here. I regret not buying more Visa at $195 and when it was near $200, but obviously $20 is going to change my mindset on buying them. I regret not buying Nike when it hit like $85 earlier. They have amazing dividend growth. And if we're looking earlier at my investing journey, so roughly like 2.5 years ago, I first bought Microsoft at $177. I would have definitely liked to buy more if I understood more about the business as much as I do now. Back then, I would have loaded up on it. Next, we have a question from Joe Rod. He asked, do you try to convince people from your age, from school, work, etc. to invest? And what are the reactions and opinions on stock market investing? I've already tried convincing my friends to invest and they won't do it. They just don't understand. I think deep down under they know that it's a solid and that I'm going to make a good amount of money doing it. But they like to give me shit for it still, just as a joke. I don't really care because honestly, most of them don't really understand how it works at all in the first place. And to feed off the second part of it, I think a lot of kids my age aren't really focused on investing whatsoever, so I don't even really try to convince anybody. Steve from Cars Simplified asks another question, which is which sectors of the stock market do you think will perform best and worst this year? For the worst, I'm going to go with tech again this year. Last year wasn't too good for them, and I don't see it really going anywhere this year. Obviously, we're off to a bit of a hot start, but I think it will come back down. And I hope it does come back down so I can buy some more Microsoft at $225. And for best this year, I think consumer staples are going to stay pretty steady. I don't really see them having too much of a down year as well, so I'm going to say consumer staples on that one. To be clear, the only tech companies that I'm invested in right now in my own portfolio are Microsoft and Apple, which are the two of the best in my opinion. And lastly, probably my favorite question from Steve here is, what is one company that was private that you wish you could go public so you could buy shares? For me, this is a no-brainer. It's Wegmans for sure. If you're not from the Northeast, Wegmans is a chain of grocery stores. The quality of their products is insane, and the quality of their stores are insane. The consistency every time I go to Wegmans is insane. They've been around forever and aren't going anywhere, so I would definitely choose them. Another honorable mention here I think would be SpaceX. I know this already is kind of a publicly traded company, but the UFC, I would definitely buy into that. They already have Endivore, but that's like a holding of companies, and I know they own the UFC, but their price isn't really reflected in that. Those are a few of the honorable mentions, but the one company definitely I would choose would be Wegmans. Thank you for your question, Steve. And now on to our last question from Jonathan Judas. John asks, will you open your portfolio up to other assets like REITs, bond, gold, CDs, etc.? And to be honest, probably not till I'm older. Right now I'm really young and I don't have a lot of capital to invest in stocks in the first place, so everything I'm going right now, all the money, all the capital that I got is going towards dividend growth stocks. Maybe when I'm older I get some more net worth and I want to, settle down a little bit, I'll look into bonds, gold, etc. Those are all the questions, and now it is time for a channel update. Over the last month, we've grown our channel by nearly 100 subscribers. I've been working my butt off to get stuff out. I'm having a new system right now where I produce all my shorts content on the weekends and have them distributed out during the weeks, so it's more convenient for you guys. I'll be honest, I am a little concerned about the watch hours right now, but we're just going to keep putting our head down, grinding, and hopefully YouTube picks up one of the videos. Recently, I've been doing a lot of visualizations of just achieving all the achievements that I plan to hit on this channel, like hitting 1,000 subscribers, hitting 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, getting monetized, all that stuff. Sometimes it's really demotivating, I'll be honest. I haven't had a single video get over like 3,000 views, and it's depressing if I'm being honest sometimes. But you just gotta put your head down, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just putting my head down, producing as much stuff as I can, the highest quality stuff that I can with the limited equipment I have. And it will work out, I know for sure it will. It's just gotta be patient. And that, my friends, is gonna be the end of the video. If you do really want to help me out, share the video with a friend or somebody that you think would find it valuable. Watch another video, I don't know. Do whatever you want. Smash the like button, subscribe, and of course, do dividend stocks, not drugs. Have a great one.